Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good eve, Ning. Sean Higgs coming at you. A little late night money college basketball edition here. Guess it's look at lines. Monday, the 16th of February. A short little slate of college hoops, a lot of added games. We'll try to find some winners like we did last night. Florida, Atlanta plus 4.5. IU Indy gets there. Who else? It's another big dog. He had 15-point dog. San Antonio with a cover. Ryder does not get there. 3-1. I also dropped. I had Indy on the sites today, along with a Delaware total loser. Total's now 57-41. 57-41 with the totals. I mean, it's still like 58-something%, but I don't like losing. We're having a nice little run. We're 9-2. Now we're 10-3. It is what it is. I've battled all the way up to number 4 for the year now on the Picks and Parlay site. Not too shabby. Like I said, man, we were 4 games under 500 on December 10th. Now we are 37 over. Nice little run. Let's throw a couple games out here for tomorrow that we like. Again, sometimes the schedule looks a little better than I thought. We'd have a few more today. We don't. 144, 106 plus $55. Wagner's catching 10. Mississippi Valley's at 15.5. A few other ones that were sort of nearby plays. Again, no NBA, no hockey. We'll run through these guys. Louisiana's right here. You want to talk about team fitting into the trends of where we're at. ULL is on the mark, 109-64 in this situation. ULL, if you like Louisiana. There is that. South Alabama and Marshall. This is one that's, sort of a close call type game. And the close calls here, they went 2-3 the other day. 56-50 with close calls. Do as you may with these. Again, I'd like a little more than 4.5 here. That being said, it's close. I mean, I still might get to the window on these guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I got this line around 3. It's 4.5. My other set of numbers has this at, and I was hoping for a 6.5 or 7, but that is not meant to be here. Again, close with South Alabama. Duke, Syracuse, I'm going to come in here and tell you to lay 20 points. That's not going to be on my ticket today. We have Stony Brook and Drexel going at it. Stony was a little loser for us the other day. 3-point fave here. Again, more points. I'd be a little more interested in Drexel, but I can't even say this is a close call one. We're 3 or 4 off of where I want to be here. Tarleton's an interesting game here tonight. Is this? Tarleton is 1. All the numbers I've come across on this are 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know what I'm missing on this one. Whether somebody's hurt. But this could very well be a play here with Tarles. 12 and 13, 12 and 9 on the year, ATS. Abilene, same 12 and 13, 11 and 11 ATS. They just played Abilene 173 to 59. Total destruction. Abilene's won their last 2, but only 3 of their last 10. Tarles, 2 and 8, 3 and 7 ATS. The numbers say I might have to add this Tarleton to our free pick, and I just might very well do that since nobody's even hanging out with us tonight. I'll put these out on the X as well. We'll add Tarleton here. Tarleton makes the list. Tarleton minus 120 is now in play. I'll get these out on the X as well. So Tarles gets a call here as a freebie. Iowa State and Houston. Marquee Madness, right? We got 2 top 5 teams going at it here. Open at 1.5, up to 2. I like the Cougars. In this spot, though, you want to tell me you want to take Iowa State here at home? I'm not going to say no. Houston lost on the road by 4 to Texas Tech. Iowa's losses. Iowa State lost at TCU, Cincy, Kansas, all on the road. They beat Kansas pretty good in a revenge situation the other day. I'm going to say, why not more of the same here? Iowa State at home. You want to get it. Marquee game. People like to bet it. I understand. And that's that. Now we'll go to the end games here. Southeast Louisiana and A&M with East Texas. No thank you. Colgate over Boston. Nothing really jumping out here. Maybe an over. Grambling and Prairie View. Nothing. Norfolk, Maryland Eastern Shore. Can't get me going on that one as either. Now, NC Central here against Morgan, up to 5. It was 4.5 to move to 5.5. You want to do a little Morgan here? I might, you might coerce me a little bit into some Morgan State. If you really want to. If you really say I'm going to take it, I'm not going to say no, but am I personally taking this game? That would be no. South Carolina State and Coppin. Again, I look at this number, 4.5. How isn't this at least a touchdown? They're begging you to take South Carolina here. Begging you. I need more with Coppin. I need more, but it is not there. Maybe it moves up. Maybe it goes up somewhere. Right now, 4.5. I can't. I got South Carolina State at 9. It's 4. But I don't want to take South Carolina State. I want them to be more in the dog spot in this one. Howard and Delaware State, no thank you. Wagner, is already in the chat. Plus 10. I gotta re-add in here our Tarleton. Mississippi Valley makes the cut as well. New Orleans in the Word. You want to take the Word over New Orleans? All right. McNeese. Right where it should be. Lamar and Rio Grande. I was ready to take Lamar here, thinking I'm going to be getting, and it is. All right, we got some 6.5 now. This was 5. Now it's up to 6, 6.5. This is going to be another freebie here. It's finally into the take area. Again, I'm going to finish up the rundown here with the added games, and we'll talk about Lamar, Mississippi Valley, and Wagner in a second. Stephen F. Austin at 5, which is where it should be. 5.5 now. Whoa, hold on. We got 5.5, 5, and a 4.5 at BetMGM. Interesting on Stephen F. Austin here. So there's even a 4.5 out there for Stephen F. Austin. Interesting. I had this at a 5. It is what it is. All right, next up, Alabama A&M. Sitting at as it moves, since I wrote these down, 3.5. It's a 3.5 spot for A&M. Boy, you know what? You might entice me into some Pine Bluff here at 3.5. We'll see. I'll tell you why in a second, though. Alcorn and Florida A&M, 1.5, 137.5. This has come down. It was 140.5, so it's 137. Come down 3.5 on the total. And I'll tell you what, the last 2 times I've moved on totals, I've moved a little bit like this. I've been in the wrong. So I'm not going to do anything on this one. Next up is Southern and Texas Southern. Southern 2.5-point favorite, 153.5. If you want to do a home dog kind of spot, and a lot of times, we take the road dogs in these competitions. You want to get Texas Southern here? They're 6-6 in the SWAC. Southern is 8-4. Southern 5-11 on the road. You're going to give me a bucket here? 12-13, 9-13 ATS for Southern. 8-15, 6-15 for Texas Southern ATS. Again, 8-15, but they got 6 wins in conference. Southern 7-3 straight up in ATS in the series. They won on January 3rd, 84-73. They come in with 4 straight wins. Texas Southern has been rotating wins and losses. I still might be interested in a home dog in this spot. Final game on the card, and we'll get to the comments and then be on our way. Nichols and Houston Christian, 1.5 or 1s here for Nicholas State. There is actually some Houston Christian going off at the favorite at BetMGM. So DraftKings has -1.5. BetMGM has Houston at -1.5. Not really all that interested. Now, I've mentioned Wagner, Mississippi Valley, Lamar here as sizable dogs, 10, 15, 6.5. These dogs in these situations, after a debacle on Saturday of 3-8, are now 47 and 46. Excuse me, 47 and 48. 47 and 48 with these games, 3-8. That's where I are with these little conferences. So, you want to grab them? I got them out here. A couple of free picks. I'm going to add the Lamar one to it as well. I've been keeping track of them. They've been a little streaky for sure. We had some nice outright winners the other day with these, at one point these had gone 4-2. I mean, they were 30-23 at one point. So 30-23, 17-40. So you've gone 17-25. We've had some losers of late in this situation. But I'm just letting you know how they are. Just throwing them out there. Throwing them out there for you. Billy, let's say monster weekend, especially today, 12-3 Saturday college basketball. 15 games. 15 games. That made, you know what? I could have probably done that on a Saturday. I had 25 games, I think I had. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21, 22, 23. I had 25 games myself. Now, I didn't play all 25. I played 3, won 3-0. Well, actually, I played 4, won 3-0-1. San Antonio money line. Played a money line plus 15 doggy, huh? That's a ballsy one. I'll just take my dogs and go on with them. I don't play everyone on a money line. But that is a great weekend. And you're taking Merrimack and Bradley today. Let's see. Bradley, a little small dog there. Nice. Merrimack, another little small dog. That'll be a nice one. That's a 35-1 parlay there, Merrimack. Excellent. Great hit. Duke laying 20. I'm never going to tell people lay 20 points. Those are auto no plays for me. Not interested. Not interested in those things. Well, yeah, the great game. You mean the Houston game is going to be a great game? I agree. Houston, Iowa State would be a good one. Well, I like Iowa State there to do it. Am I going to grab some Iowa State there? I don't know. I got my one game already I'm happy with. I've been pretty good with my picking and choosing. Texas Tech can win a natty. I think they can. I mean, I know they got some questionable losses, right? I mean, the Illinois loss, is it that bad? I don't think so. Arkansas, again, it is what it is. You lost to Houston, okay. Central Florida was a bad one. You followed it up with the Kansas loss. Like, those two games are a little like, eh. Again, Kansas, can I fault the team for losing to Kansas? Not really. But when you look at the who to win, I mean, I think they're a top 10 team when it goes worth a shot. Now, your Michigan, Duke, Arizona, Houston, these guys, Florida, they're all probably the top 5 odds-wise. You want to go a little deeper? Absolutely. Kind of like South Alabama, still working on one. I'm with you. If I had more points, I'd be more into it. But I do like South Alabama. Dogs can be friends. I've really strictly have been doing dogs since January the 8th, and I've gone 56%, 125 and 95 or something like that. All dogs. Maybe a couple favorites in there, a handful. But when I mean dogs, Billy, I mean like 6, 7, 8 or more point dogs, not something like, we're getting 1. 6, 7, 8's big dogs. Oregon State +7. Yeah, that was those were a borderline projected there for me against who did they play? Portland or Seattle, right? Seattle they play. That was one of those I had a little mark next to, thought about. But Seattle was just a little tad a little more into the good coloring than the bad coloring. Notre Dame over Great versus I don't know. Saturday. Today's Talk on Monday. I don't remember Saturday's games, especially if I didn't bet on them, Billy. Mr. Wesker's in the house. You want to take the shirt off? How much money? Mr. Whisker says Syracuse money line. Getting 20. Hey, the guy right behind you here, Billy, hit a money line on San Antonio plus 15. Houston. See that one? Here, listen. You see these? You see that, Billy? It's the same thing the other day with like, hey, Kansas getting a bunch of points here. Oh, look, Arizona's a 10-point favorite. Florida's laying 7, 8, 9 to a team. I don't think Houston wins. I don't think they get there. Big dogs, big boys. That's how we roll. We like our dogs. I'm adding Lamar plus 6.5 to the free. And you know what? I'm gonna give everybody a big game. I'm putting the Iowa State game out there. Because that's how I roll. I get a lot of who are these teams? Why these guys? Everyone wants some marquee name. As if those spreads aren't freaking right on the number. We got some good ones. I think we got some good ones. There you go. Iowa State, Tarleton on the money line. Wagner plus 10, Mississippi Valley 15.5, Lamar 6.5. I think we're good. Big doggies, yes. What do I think about Kansas State firing the coach after the coach's press conference? What was that? Yesterday? I don't even know. Did not even know. Let me look it up. Not a soul is watching on EX. I can't get a person watch me on EX anymore. And I only used to get like not crazy amounts of views. But this is sad. Whatever they did over here to me here. I'm freaking on the X. All right, so what happened here? Kansas State coach. Let's see. K-State Burley fires Jerome Tang days after post-game meltdown. 91-62 loss. Head coach Jerome Tang went on a now viral rant where he absolutely ripped his team to shreds and promised that a lot of them would not be back next season. As a result, he will not be back. Tang was livid following the home loss on Wednesday and did not hold anything back criticizing his team. These dudes do not deserve to wear the uniform. There will be very few of them in it next year. I'm embarrassed for the university. I'm embarrassed for our fans. Our student section is just ridiculous. We've got practice 6 a.m. tomorrow. We'll get this thing right. I have no answer and no words. He's being fired with cause due to clause in his contract where it references him doing anything that brings public disrepute, embarrassment, or ridicule to the university. Deeply disappointed with the university's decision. Strongly disagree with the characterization of my termination. Boys acted with integrity. Faithfully, fully committed to my responsibility as head coach. There you go. Listen, $18 million buyout. Not too bad. They're firing for bringing embarrassment and ridicule to the university. Dude, his team just got whooped by 30 at home. Tangs 10-year K-State got off to a strong start with a stunning trip to the Elite Eight in the 2023 season. Program's never been able to build on that success. K-State just 18-32 in Big 12 play. 1-11 this year. Eesh. That's all right, bro. 18 milli. He's happy. But it says, scared me a little bit about Houston being in Iowa State. Yeah, you're asking me, I'm taking Iowa State. 18 million buyout. Yeah. Here's the thing, Mr. Weskers. Before, it would at least show up on my little line feed. Now it's not on the line feed. It's like on the side view. Some nonsense. I don't get it. $1 million payoff, 18 million. 18 milli, my guy got. All right. Games are in the chat. Iowa State minus 130. Tarleton minus 120. We're not laying 130, 120 points. That'd be crazy. These are money line plays. Wagner plus 10 points. Mississippi Valley plus 15.5 points. Lamar plus 6.5. There you go. No NBA, thank goodness. Hockey's on hiatus. It's all right by me. College basketball has been crushing the last. We are two months into this now. We are back 40 games over 500. We'll keep it going with these winners. And that's it. Back for midday money on Monday. There you go. Thanks for popping in, folks. Good luck to you. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.